was a small farmland investment management company started in the Midwest. Murray grew that, and that small Midwestern operation to one that dealt with institutional investors around the entire world. Back in 2010, he sold that company, TIAA Cref. Murray has a career with so many awards, he needs a trophy room for the types of things people have talked about Murray and awarded him. I picked a couple that he probably would feel most proud about right now, and one is he was chosen once as the Alumni of the Year for his alma mater, Iowa State, and just recently Parkland College named him the Entrepreneur of the Year. Murray has a couple very well-read books about agricultural investment, and he's a frequent guest on national television programs to talk about farmland prices. Please join me in welcoming Murray Wise.
Thank you, Dean DeBrock. Thank you to each and every one in attendance here today. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity of being with you today. Keep in mind, I don't believe the College of Business, nor my friend, Dean DeBrock, realized that they invited a Convocation speaker here today to speak to you who never graduated from high school. As a young student in Ontario, Canada, who frankly flunked out of high school, and in later years begged his way into Iowa State University, and in later years became an applicant of the executive MBA program here at the University of Illinois. Resulted in the great privilege, like the graduates today, of receiving my MBA from the University of Illinois. The opportunity of participating in the MBA program is probably as a result of the application, not asking what high school you graduated from, but rather asking what was your highest level of academic achievement. Therefore, I was able to list my Bachelor of Science degree from Iowa State. Rather than stand before you today and give you a long list of do's and don'ts, or off-the-wall or an off-the-wall hypothetical story, I'm going to share with you a real-life experience of myself and what the University of Illinois MBA program did for me and my family and our shareholders, many of which were employees. Professor Howard Thomas, currently the Dean of the College of Business at Singapore Management University, previously the Dean of Warwick Business School in the UK, and previously the Dean of the College of Business here at the University of Illinois, and prior to that, my strategic planning professor here at the University of Illinois. I wrote my strategic plan many years ago on purchasing a small portion of my employer and the predecessor company, the Westchester Group, Dean DeBrock mentioned. Entering into the farm management and farm real estate business, but the reality was I was going to change it to an emphasis on agricultural asset management business. Upon completing my strategic plan and turning it in to Professor Thomas, I subsequently received no grade, but rather a note on top of the strategic plan that was returned that said, "Come and see me." Obviously words that most students do not take a great deal of pleasure in receiving. Upon meeting with Professor Thomas, he asked me if my strategic plan was hypothetical, or was it really something I was going to do? I stuttered initially, but subsequently got out the words that yes, it was in fact a plan that hopefully was going to become reality. To my surprise, Professor Thomas said, "I really like your strategic plan." He went on to say that most MBA students dream up the idea that they are going to become the next global auto manufacturer or the next global drug company, when in reality, simply in most cases, it is not going to happen. Professor Thomas told me that he thought my plan was very realistic and frankly accomplishable with the right business approach and with the right periodic updating. This resulted in the formation of Westchester Group, with a lot of challenges and obstacles, but eventually it became one of the largest global agricultural asset management firms, whereby we were purchasing and managing agricultural assets not only here in the United States, but frankly, and eventually around Our largest customer eventually was the gigantic insurance, pension, and mutual fund company, TIAA-CREF, headquartered in New York City. TIAA-CREF saw us as a major business opportunity, and on numerous occasions asked me to consider the possibility of them purchasing our name and our agricultural asset management business, which I declined on 4 different occasions. Finally, in 2010, they approached me for the 5th time, and I simply priced it to them at a very significant 8-figure price. Immediately, they advised me that we needed legal counsel because they wanted to purchase my precious little company, which evolved from the Professor Thomas University of Illinois MBA in strategic plan. They left me with one of the nation's top and largest land auction companies and other key assets, which I've continued to manage and enjoy today. The sale of TIAA-CREF was a landmark event, shocking to many, all driven by many of the principles I learned during my MBA education and the motivation and directions furnished by not only Professor Thomas, but the other professors of the MBA program here at the University of Illinois. Standing before you today, I wish each and every one of you not only the success that I've enjoyed, but frankly, I wish each and every one of you a much greater level of success and accomplishment, which I'm sure many of you will achieve. Our success has allowed my wife Valerie and myself to become very philanthropic, as I believe money has ruined more children than it has made successful. Therefore, we have many programs in place to support not only educational programs, healthcare programs, adoption programs, and many other charitable causes that we believe are important. Upon my passing, Wise Family Foundation will support between 200 to 300 students, possibly many, many more, through our various scholarship programs at this and many other educational institutions. Again, in summary, I wish you the very, very best, and I hope each and every one of you experience this tremendous success. For you, for your school, for your teachers, for your family, selfishly for myself, go and do it. Thank you again.